thrilling welcome to their visitors. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement to them.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Fast motion from the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. trying to turn the corner on the right. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that can play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooners! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So a drive there of 85 yards. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Quarterback checking off. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Scanning the field, it's Hurley. Moving out of the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Nice move to stay on his feet. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He makes the connection. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Tackle on the play at the 17-yard line. And first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the hot hand, relying on that running game as they threaten to pick up a 4 down to the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the left. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll try it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my third down calls are even different. 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get them.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped it.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Sharks. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. The play action fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming in. Well done.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
To the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the...
And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's going to pass. Takes the easy completion. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And they got him for the sack. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's caught. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's going to run it. Open space at the 25. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He finds his man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. With the catch, it's Jones. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are. And they work with their quarterback and they find them and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. Adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Touch pass on the run. Still on his feet at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Handoff to Jones. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Makes a connection. He's loose on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Thompson. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air. It's Hurley. Zings it complete to the right. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 21 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it's an unfortunate drop by the tight end there, and he's a guy they just have not been able to get him involved in this football game. We're here in the second half, and this guy still doesn't have a catch.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
And the Sooners are flying down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, man. Everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
They'll go to the ground. Running with power.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Caught close to the marker. It's Jones. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a catch and run for 6. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 41-yard toss for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, what a move! Lowers those pads. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming good.
The offense starts with a short field. Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Ohio State 35, Oklahoma 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the move. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Calls his own number. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down coming up. Try and play action. That's caught. It's Jones. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, they were able to come out here week one and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He tries to take the top off. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes are on the move. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Dumps it off in the flats. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
At the 35, he's got more. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the route is on.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to get it through the air. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.